Hello and welcome. This is the event planning Monday afternoon UTC event planning meeting of the C4C. You are joined with a bunch of beautiful people here, and we're going to try to finish it up at the top of the hour, so about 40 minutes. And there's a few things that I want to do. I want to wrap up and celebrate the last meeting. Ryan is here, who attended the meeting, and so I want to give big kudos just right off for him. But then the whole crew of us will go through some lessons learned and sort of recap what it is. We'll try to do that real quick, and then we'll go into planning the events, the later on events in the C4C. All right, I am going to find and share the document, the schedule or agenda document in the chat. And is everybody doing well? If you can sign in and say hello. While I work.
Sorry. Yeah, here we are.
There you go.
Hello. So, yeah, I just maybe I can take the mic for a minute. I wanted to apologize because I wasn't there last week at the sustainability event. So yeah, real life has caught up on me, and yeah, I'm terribly sorry. Yeah, I was curious what you were talking about the blitz marketing. I think this is the first marketing that we usually do, right?
Well, they we use the German word for blitz, which is lightning, which means it's, from what I understood, is that the Conma crew was going to do the sort of pre-event social media marketing, and it's something that they do really well. Satya's still here, but they are realizing, because, and one of the things we can feedback about this event, it was sort of low attendance. You know, the social media outreach just really wasn't there. So what our intention now is to have like a true social media campaign with different original content from different channels, and every few days leading up to the event. So we've got 10 days until Impact Fest, so we want to have several sort of media campaigns. However, during the event, from what I understand, is that there will be one or more people posting exactly what's going on, because it will be a longer event. It'll be 2 to 3 hours instead of 1 to 2 hours. So during that time that will be on our social channels, like, who's presenting now, or little quotes or things out. That's what, in my mind, is the social media blitz. Just means the day of social media interaction.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and we're sort of saying we want dedicated people that are committed to doing that role, to doing that, to having that responsibility. And it seems like there's some really good folks that are, like, because they've just done the Conmaverse pitch grounds and we went through that, they've got a good team around it, and kind of have some SOPs, some standing operating procedures around it, which is cool.
Cool.
So here's this summary. I want to get our agenda, simply because I think we created one. Yeah, here it is. And I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna bring all this over and share my window. That's not one. That's not one. And I also want to go over planning some of, in the second half, I want to go over planning some of the Wednesday event. And the Wednesday event, and just in general, will be highlighting what happened in the previous event, onboarding new people that are coming, and then doing some proposal spotlight and prepping for Impact Fest, which will happen not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, the 11th. This is not a thing. Okay, now I can share my screen now. Here we go. I don't want that one. This one. Might as well share the sound and optimize for video. And let's see. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. This. Okay, here we go. This is our event meeting, and who is here? Simon, Newman, and Zuha and Ryan. Ryan, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, Nolan. I'm good. How are you doing
Good.
today?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. It's Monday. I tried to have a true weekend. And I made some cookies randomly. And that was good. I got up not that, remove the link. Okay, so what we're going to do is go through an event debriefing, and I created a document here. Oh, that's not the document. Created this document. Dang it. Here it is right here. All right. Who all came? We had about 15 attendees. Here's a photo. What happened? We had a Zoom meeting last Thursday, 1700. There was an issue with the time. Here's a link to the slides. What happened that can be improved? Wait a minute, let's start with what went well. What went well? I'm gonna do this on the fly. We did have an event. We didn't cancel the event. That was great. We learned some lessons. I'm gonna try to just skip through this. We used the bounties. Not many people used them, however. And the discussion, I think, was really good. Ryan, do you think that sort of, is there anything else that sort of went well that's not that you can add or
I think it went well. You and I had a conversation before it that it's a really tricky subject. There's literally any amount of money into the billions, if not trillions, being spent on educating people on their carbon footprint and how to do it, and the message still isn't getting out there. So it's just tricky.
Yeah. And that's sort of the thing. It's just like, and then the message doesn't get out. It's just like, if we could have recorded that conversation that we had, you know what I mean? It's always that way. It's always that way. So, but I think at least we did, and it did. I haven't listened to the whole video through, and I want to do that. That's part of what I want to get to. In the interest of time, and I hate to feel syncopated like I'm rushing, but what could be improved? One of the big things is that the timing got confused. There was a miss. The time was wrong on one of our social posts. And that gave people, and then there was this troll attack. Simon, you didn't get to see this. It was pretty gnarly. It was just like they were coming on and just like racial epithets, and I guess there was, it was just nuts, and it just totally disrupted stuff.
Was there a waiting room?
Yeah, there was.
But they were using people's names from C4C.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So we didn't know. Melanie, thanks, Melanie. She's taken off. Is Melanie still about? And now she took off. Okay. But yeah, they were joining the room with common names that we knew. So we would just sort of say, yes, you can go and have co-host. And then they just started spamming stuff. Yeah, it was horrible.
What? When was that?
It happened during the okay, take it easy, Satya. It happened during the Carbon and Cardano event. The Zoom sort of security let us down. And all that is to say, and I'll go over this in like what we can improve, is registration. Registration links. So we're just going to make everyone do the links. The next one is low attendance. And I talked a little bit about that. We're going to have a bigger, dedicated social media strategy in person. The video recorder lost the connection. Not only did my Wi-Fi go down, but my cell also went down. So I was completely out. I had to leave the building to get cell signal just to say I can't make it back in. So that was horrible. Oh, and then Ryan, I put this one down, is that I in my mind, I was just going to share. I was going to ask you to share your screen, but we should the slides came up with the lorem ipsum text still in there. And that was a mistake, but easily fixed. I've kind of forgot that we can just share the screen. But here we go. This is what I really want to get to. Is my favorite part, which is expressing some kudos. Thank you to you, Ryan, for presenting. Also Danila for presenting. For technical hosting, Melanie. For chat moderation, Cole. For active discussion, the folks that were there, Dylan, George, Bruno, Vinay, Afia, Sean, and Nin. The partners, and this is something that I really want to get involved with events going forward. It's really focusing in on our partners, getting our partners to help, and getting our partners sort of actively involved, realizing that we're not doing this alone, that we're sort of sharing information and getting stuff done. So Kanma and Wada were there for event planning. I'm adding myself in there, and Simon, Melanie, Yoram, and for media production, Mel, who did a great job with the brochure graphic. And we want to make sure. I think that's a room where we can just make a lot of graphics. It's just like, why not just make a ton of cool graphics? It seems like that would be a pretty simple thing. And or video clips. Suha's here, like just teeny 5-second video of stuff, moving images. Things to improve, defining the social media promoter role and the task, getting a commitment and maybe a bounty for the social media promoter, which is what we just did in the previous meeting. With the attendance, we can ask people to type in the chat, as a way to take attendance. I think that's something that is important for our KPI and the way we are managing and doing our measurement, doing the attendance. Double checking the time on the meetup and Zoom to avoid confusion, and then using a registration link to stop the trolls. We did get the feedback form was filled out by 3 of the 12 folks that were there, and thank you for that. I realize that it is not private, so that can kind of skew what is actually said there. And then this is from the meeting agenda, what Melanie had written down. And we went through a lot of this in the previous meeting. This actually I wanted to talk with Zuha about, and we can sort of take a pause because I think we're caught up. And that is working through the YouTube and promotion of videos, organization of videos, editing for promos, timestamping originals in a library of sorts. That I think is right in your line, Zuha. Do you have any burning burning questions, things that you want to chime in about?
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, I didn't have the time to go through all the YouTube videos, but I'm kind of on it. They will definitely take time, but I think I have, like, I curated lists, let's say, or playlists of videos, so we can organize the whole thing. So I'm able to assign to someone's son, who I think Ryan
Yep.
gave me his, yeah. So before I talk to him, so I don't be all over the place. I'm just trying to curate, like, which videos are relevant and which are not, which parts are relevant, which are not. So I'm able to communicate that to Newman. We finalize the brainstorming, and then I assign to, um, sorry, I forgot his name, Ryan's son.
Yeah, Quentin, Ryan's
So
son's
yeah.
fine.
That's cool. Yeah, right
Okay.
on. Yeah.
So yeah, this is where I am. But sorry, I'm really stuck at my day job. It's like, it's almost 7 p.m. where I am, and I've been working since, I don't know, 8 a.m.
Yeah.
and
No
it's really
worries.
bad.
Yeah, no worries. That's a big task, and it would be really cool to see the collaboration between but really it should help you edify what you're doing, and you should be able to do it with like happiness. It's not a task. So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. And so whatever little thing, and then I think really like giving some strategy for instance, just curating the list. And then, or just a short little promo, just to sort of like, so that it works for you. It should be a win-win situation. So yeah, and we understand like everybody's very busy. So feel good about doing the things that you can, don't feel bad about the things that you can't do. So that's how we phrase that.
Yeah, well, I was thinking if me and Mel, we can collaborate. So let's say we have a proper Instagram page with to follow, like, the proper marketing strategy we discussed, like the community, the learning, all of these things that I mentioned previously. So we can build on, like, a proper calendar to follow on a monthly basis, and this way we optimize on marketing KPIs too.
So there is going to be a meeting that's specifically marketing strategy for this next event that will happen tomorrow. Let me see. I'll check on the events page, but it would be great if you were able to sort of get there and sort of announce yourself as a social media marketing person. Because I would love for that strategy document to become, for us as the C4C to start building that strategy document, specifically the calendar. I think that the calendar and that organization are key, are really key.
Okay.
And
Can
I
I show you,
will.
like, a tiny model?
Sure.
Is it relevant? I don't know. Okay.
At this moment, yes, and just well, you know what, tomorrow would be good, or if you can send over something.
No, I'm just gonna not share my camera, just like open it. Just a second. Yeah. So just for you to understand, so this is like something for an application. Is that clear?
Okay.
I mean, you're gonna see some Arabic, of course, but
Right.
but like there's Monday, and then it's divided into several things to be
Yeah.
posted on the application. And here there are themes. Sorry, I'm on my phone.
No, that's all right.
So
Yeah.
so that's kind of like the breakout of how it's gonna be. Like, the color coding is also very important for organization of that.
I love it. I would, if you could take like Yeah. Just let's if I would really like to invite you to that, or I'm inviting you to that meeting. I'd love to see you there. If you can't make that, if you keep coming to the meetings, we can kind of work it in, because eventually we have to get to that thing. If we try to do it, it's just the social media right now is too fast. We really kind of need automation. That's one of the things that I wanted to ask you about, was like, because we don't, like we could just automate the drips and just sort of plan it all out, and then it's just done. You kind of just set it on auto. Yeah.
Of course, there are many tools. There are many tools where you can schedule posting. Like, I want this post to be uploaded on Thursday at this time, so it will be. So
Excellent.
yeah, pretty.
Excellent. Okay.
What
So
was the
let's.
tool again?
Yeah, there's several, right? But do you know one or that you work with, Suha?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Which tool are you familiar with, or which tool can you recommend?
Yeah, I don't directly use one. Just a second.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the one that I've used in the past. They always have a kind of like a silly name, like Kumu,
Always a
or
silly name. Like, always a silly name.
yeah. Wushu, Wubu. I used to love Woopra. Is Woopra a thing?
Just keep going, Newman. It sounds great.
Yeah, I'll come up with some. I'm gonna look up Woopra, because honestly I do think it is a thing. Woopra Analytics.
Good.
Just
It's an analytics program. That's what Woopra is. Customer journey product analytics software.
That was perfect.
It's
I
not a
just
social
walked
media.
back in with my coffee, and I hear you going through the iterations. So I'm like, wow, all right. We're doing a voice.
Yeah, this meeting has gone off the rails.
It's like warming up your voice or something. You got your little things you're going through.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get back on track. Let's see.
Yes, the one I know is called Content Cal, like calendar. Content Cal.
Okay. Content Cal. Perfect. Yeah, this is am I sharing the screen? No, I'm not. Let me get over here to this. Yeah. Yeah, automated social calls, and we can just do content cal. But this would be, because we're working with collaboration standards and how communities get together and do things. And I think social media is a part of it, and having a social media strategy is absolutely key if you're going to do social media, and having an automation tool is key. So I would love to set a bounty or set a value on doing some research on the different tools out there. So like we can start with Content Cal. It's just like, will it meet our needs, etc. Which is just something that I think that organizations need to have like skill at. And this is definitely a part of events. Another thing that's a part of an event is rewards and incentives. We've done a pretty good, we've done some groundwork on this, and we're coming back around to it. And then here's just my long form, just kind of a brain dump of what happened, and I'll let you guys, you can read through that.
Did anything
We are
on Thursday last? No, sorry. When did you
go for it.
For the payments and stuff? It was Wednesday, right?
Yeah, we did, and we didn't get very far, or we didn't get to a thing. Got to the same spot. Like we're gonna. It's to be determined.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Okay, I'm not sharing my screen. All right, so that was with a deep breath, a wrap up, a summary of the past event. With that in mind, let's take a little bit of a break, and then Simon, if you're willing, let's try to organize the events for the next week. And so that would be the team meeting on Tuesday and the Wednesday general group meeting. Is that agreeable?
Sorry, what do we do there?
So right now we've been sort of tasked with preparing the documentation for the Wednesday, the Tuesday and Wednesday event, for basically the events for next week, or this week. So
Tuesday events.
Yeah, Tuesday meeting, you know, like the core team meeting and the Wednesday general meeting. We can go through those. Melanie has done a pretty good job of like getting the Impact Fest together. So she's on that, and what we just talked about as far as this is the feedback from this event and going forward. Then what I'd like to do is go over the event for Wednesday, and I'm going to pull that one up, and that should take us to the top of the hour, and we'll just look at it. I don't feel we just have to we can just do, it's just basically just admin work, and we can talk about some of the other things. So this would be an area of focus. It was a meeting. I'll share my screen so you guys can see. Meeting, here we go. And I want to go into weekly meetings, and let's do the community Wednesday meeting. So we do have a slideshow. And I don't know if I worked on this weekend or not. Meetup. Melanie updated meetup and shared on C4C TG and Discord 4:30 p.m. PST.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of working on the slides. Do we not have a document?
Yep, let's look for our document.
Sorry, that's the weekly, that's the Wednesday.
Yeah, generally we don't have a document here, but we plan it. I'm feeling you. Here we go. We'll check it out. I go back over here into the working group Tuesday meeting, and we go into here, and there's not one for 8.2. So I'll go here to the template, and I think I can make a copy right from here. Make a copy, and it created it. And I can another right mouse click and rename. And then I pop it in here, and then check this out. Command TDF for today's date and the file format. For our team meeting agenda. Okay. And then I open this up. And then I put the date of the meeting, another one of these guys. Perfecto. Nope, not today's date, tomorrow's date. Tomorrow's date. Agenda recording, this will be there, who's recording, all that stuff. And then this, we put on the agenda. We can link in the next agenda, or the last agenda, previous agenda right here. And I think I can do, well, That would be too high speed. I'm just going to grab the last one here, copy the link. This is kind of like a live stream. I should be a Twitch guy. I'm going to leave it as editor because I'm not sharing it outside. 8.2, previous agenda. Oh, actually, it should sometimes. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. Okay. And while we've got it up, let's just review it. Review what happened last week. Updates. What happened last week? I'm going to put Nori still on vacation. I miss Nori, man. Oh, well, wait a minute. I could say Nori and Melanie visited. Nori and Nori and Melanie visited. Carbon and Cardano. Cardano event. Did anyone go to the Impact Fest? I mean, not Impact Fest, but Idea Fest.
The Asian town hall.
Oh no! Well, no. The main Swarm group went to had their big extravaganza, 2-day extravaganza of proposal showcase.
Yeah,
but I didn't.
Raphael was there, but I wasn't. I totally forgot to attend the call.
Oh yeah, did he make a pitch?
Yes, indeed he did, and he said that it was good, and I think Philip like helped him with the spot or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Philip, the Russian guy, Philip. He's really cool.
Хорошо.
Yeah. He's helped me before. I always associate him with the Catalyst School. Okay. So updates. Well, I tell you what, I'll just say Idea Fest from Swarm, a partner.
Guys, I'm gonna hop off now to prepare for the next meeting.
Okay, man. Okay, we'll probably, so just check this, Simon, if you can, just check this this document. I'm just gonna spend, I don't know, the next 10 minutes just going through the document to see what could go on there.
Yeah, sure.
Is that cool?
Leave me
All right.
space maybe, so I can also put myself in there.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link over on your on the Discord.
Thanks.
All right, man.
I'm not sure if you heard me, because you said please send me the link. I just asked if you could keep me some space there. some
Keep you some space in here. Yeah. I can do that. Yeah, above
it's
here.
fine. Just don't plan all the time out. Then I have like 10 minutes or 5 minutes or something.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
All right, man. Thank you, man. Bye.